reading aloud with your kids, even if they're too big to sit on your lap, even if they're teenagers. And today we've got, believe it or not, great suggestions to help you bond and de-stress with books.
All right, Carole Barrowman is an English professor at Alverno College. She's also an author and a book reviewer for the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, and she is our favorite reader by a mile. Good morning to you, Carole.
What up, Carole?
Good morning. Good morning. How are both of you? I miss you so much.
I miss you too.
We miss you.
I have my favorite T-shirt that I've been buying T-shirts. You guys have been hiking. I've been shopping and buying T-shirts during quarantine.
Let's see
So
it.
this is
what you got?
So I have to kind of stand up so you can see it.
Namaste, 6 feet away. Oh, that
Namaste,
rhymes.
6 feet away.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I know. I thought that would be perfect. So anytime I go for a hike and anybody comes near me, I just stick out my chest.
That's hilarious. And I miss yoga at my yoga place. So I think that shirt is really cute, Carole.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cute.
I knew you'd appreciate it. Plus, I always look better in green.
It looks fantastic on you. I think that would be good for St. Patty's Day, too. All right,
In color.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's talk about reading out loud, because I love that you're including not just young kids, which is what most of us think about as we think about reading with our kids.
Well, I think so many parents, and I know my daughter is in this situation, she's got 2 young kids and she's teaching 3rd graders distant online. So I know parents are really struggling to make sure their kids stay engaged. And I just think this is the best way. Don't even stress about it. Pick a book, maybe late afternoon, everybody sits down and reads this together. And everybody should be included no matter what age, because it'll keep your kids building their reading comprehension, even if they're not actually physically reading it, they're just hearing. And it also helps with vocabulary building, and it lets them hear words. You know how sometimes you say a word and you realize, oh, I've only ever read that. I've never heard what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Right? So it's really good for that. And who doesn't need to just sit down and de-stress after a day, especially if you're on Zoom all the time or whatever. And be
very true.
Right? And my favorite thing is if you have somebody in your family who's a little dramatic, Tiffany, then you make sure you do voices and bring on the drama, make it more interesting. So I've tried to pick some books that I think if a family sits down, it doesn't matter how old everyone is, these books are just fun and entertaining, and you'll have a good time, de-stress with them.
Perfect. These are for ages 6 to 12, yes, and that is why I got the title of Auntie Tiffy from many family members, is the reading of the books. So let's break these down. The first one.
You should just hire yourself out, on Zoom and go around and read books to people.
There we go. It's a new side gig. I got it. Okay. The first one that you can hire me to read to your children is The Island of Dr. LaBrie by, who is this? Chris
Grabenstein. Which I think is also a very interesting name. So this is a little boy, Billy. His parents are taking some time from each other, which may happen more after this quarantine's over. And he goes to this island in the woods, and he solves some puzzles in this cabin, and it gives him access to a library. And as soon as he starts reading the books, he hears voices over on the island, and it turns out that the characters from the scene that he reads in the books are coming alive on the island. And so it's just this wonderful adventure story. But what's really cool is if there's older kids reading this with them, the books that come alive are books that older kids maybe had read when they were younger, like Holes. I don't know, Molly, your kids may have read Holes a long time ago.
Yeah.
The novel. And then a lot of the first book that he opens and reads is the story of Hercules. So there's a battle with Hercules happening on the island. It is so much fun.
It's cute. And the whole adventure idea, I think, is great, because right now people feel stuck in place, especially with the rain and all that. So I love that. Let's talk about Insignificant Events in the Life of a Cactus.
And this woman's name is awesome for an author, Dusti Bowling.
I love it.
Love it.
I know. So this book I found just fascinating and funny and smart. The young girl who's the main character in this book was born without any arms. And so you'd think, oh no, this is going to be pretty heavy, but it's so much fun because she's so sick of people saying, what happened to your arms? And so she goes around and tells them they just fell off.
That's a resilient kid. I love that.
Right. And so this is a book about her adventures when she moves with her parents out west, and her parents are taking over a Western theme park. She meets a friend. She gets involved in solving a mystery. But my favorite line in the whole book is that she picks her nose with her toes.
Cute.
And that rhymes
Okay, we're
too.
out of time, Carol, so you got to go real fast through the next two. The next one is
All right.
Odd and the Frost Giants.
So my last two are sort of classic books. Aven and the Frost Giants. This is a Neil Gaiman book. It's based on a Norse myth with a little boy, and he goes off to save Aasgard, which is Thor's hometown. My last one is Kate DiCamillo's Flora and Ulysses. Any Kate DiCamillo book is DiCamillo's book is wonderful, but this one is about a little girl who's sassy and a natural-born cynic, and Ulysses is a squirrel who reads poetry.
Oh, that's a smart squirrel.
Cute.
It's a smart squirrel.
Yeah, she's an award-winning author, isn't she? She's
Yeah,
written a
she's
lot of good stuff.
She's from Minnesota, and any of DiCamillo's books would be perfect for Read Aloud.
That's awesome.
I think.
Thank you so much, Carole. On your website, carolebarrowman.com, do you have all of these suggestions for reading out loud?
Actually, they're always on the Morning Blend website after one of my segments, and I'm also doing a little book We Blather chats once a week on my YouTube channel.
Oh, that's
Love it.
awesome. People
Good to see you, Carol.
put you in there.
Nice to see you both. Bye.
Great to see you
Love
too.
the shirt.
Yeah.
Thank
that's
you.
awesome.
Namaste.
Namaste from 6 feet away. See you later, Carole. Thanks again. You can find her blogs and more, carolebarrowman.com.